Good evening, distinguished member of the European Parliament, dear colleagues. Yes, it's good. It is. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to start by thanking Mrs. Pilar del Castillo and Mrs. Adina Valdal for organizing this event and for their involvement in promoting the competitiveness of the digital single market, including by their work on files such as the Code of Electronic Communication or the abolishment of roaming charges. As you mentioned, digital is an important component of the Romanian presidency priorities. We will focus our work on innovation, cybersecurity, e-skills, as well as women in tech, digital women, I would say. We want to have a substantial contribution to Europe's digital transformation, to the benefit of citizens and business, but also to bridge in the gaps, the EU digital investment gaps in some of our areas, mainly in the rural areas. We are paying particular attention to the initiative in the area of artificial intelligence and cybersecurity, as they change and contribute to a stronger, modern and trustful digital Europe. And trust is a key word, as it was mentioned at the beginning. We are working now to prepare Council conclusions as well as substantial debate on the artificial intelligence, which is an important topic on the agenda of COMPET Council in February. Our presidency agenda is ambitious, but also pragmatic, that we all know that we face a limited legislative window to negotiate with the Parliament, but we will try to do our best in advancing as much as possible the legislative part of the digital single market. We are confident that we can achieve the best results in the benefit, as I mentioned, of our citizens and companies. And we already made good progress in this regard. We have reached a provisional agreement with the European Parliament on the reuse of public sector information, online sales of goods and digital content. Of course, this should be confirmed by the member states and formally also by the European Parliament in the plenary. We aim as well to advance the negotiation on the Digital Europe program and reach a partial political agreement on this file. Europe has a great potential in digital economy and has all the resources and talents to be a worldwide leader. And Romania is committed to the European values and policy objectives, and we are determined to work intensively towards achieving them. As I mentioned before, we want to be ambitious and we also have to be pragmatic on this. And just to as a continuation of the comments made by the Commissioner, just to inform you that this information is also on top of on our agenda. In the first meeting of General Affairs Council, the European Minister had already a debate on the disinformation and the first debate, and we now are working and with the member states to try to have Council conclusion on these important topics, and then to continue. We are in strong coordination with our Finnish colleagues to start the work on this important topic, which practically affects us all. And also the Foreign Minister, 2 weeks later, after the General Affairs Council, discussed also this information. It's true that from an external dimension, but this is an important priority. Several files were also mentioned, like in the field of digital as well. So we will try to do our best, and of course now we are negotiating the council on this, on copyright, e-evidence, and all these kind of e-files. We are now negotiating the council. We try to do our best. We are not yet there, but believe us, we are working days and nights in trying to reach an agreement in the council and be able to come to the European Parliament to negotiate them. So digital is high on the agenda. We will complement what we are doing here in Brussels with events in Romania. For instance, we will have an important summit in Cluj on the 22nd of March. On startups in the digital sector. It was a continuation of initiative of our Bulgarian colleagues, but I think it's important also for Romania, and then we'll organize a big digital assembly in June in Bucharest. But these are just big events because we will continue I would say, with seminars here in Brussels, but also in Romania, discussing the challenges ahead of us. And of course, another important topic is the preparation of strategic agenda and data, not only the access to data, but also the protection, and take into consideration all the sensitivities mentioned before by our commissioner, will be discussed when we are start to prepare the strategic agenda for our future. So I will stop here. Thank you very much.